Uh, blah 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 blah. Okay, it's on. All right, so it's a little late because just trying to relax, listen to more music, at least for what I want to put into my video game. And yeah, I also have to play a little more Mighty Party because stupid asshole matchmaking. It's actually deliberately rigged, where like it will deliberately put you up against people that's in the next league or a tier higher than you, or even two tiers above you, to basically make you guaranteed to lose. And then they make the opponent also go first, so it's like very frustrating. Proposal to boost. You get a cal worth voting proposal. See, this is what is annoying me, but I mean, on the other hand, maybe this is a good sign because they're taking APR from some pools to add to another one, which is, I'm talking about Pancake Swap. Really? Yeah. And again, it didn't even help. Like crypto's like fucking dropping all over the place. Yeah, in fact, it's below 45K. Well, that sucks. This is the pullback. I was hoping that would either not happen or just be a little slower. Damn, that sucks. That means crypto's gonna be down for the rest of this week, probably going to next week. Which sucks. 'Cause that means my put option's gonna expire well into the money, which isn't that bad. I just have to sell the Bitcoin I do get above like 46,000 or whatever, and then that'll be that. But I'm really looking for like the bigger gains. All right, so I'm a little late, so let's just see what's up. Oh, I also spent this morning dealing with the trademark stuff, but it was a good talk with my lawyer in the EU, so I don't want to give anything away, but it's looking very good. It's looking very good. So I'll just leave it at that. So it's actually a matter of which classes of goods and services I can cancel. So I definitely have the video game thing down, and probably the soundtrack, right? Because those are the two most important things. Those are the things I am actually selling. And then there's like some other stuff, but yeah. And then I gotta continue filing trademarks as well. So it actually turns out to be a lot more affordable. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's see. So markets tanked. Yeah, so pretty much everything tanked today, including crypto, and they all went into the dollar. It didn't even go into the bond market. So hopefully Greg will talk. Well, he will talk about it, find out what the hell's going on here. But again, yeah. See, there's some kind of weird fear going on because now bond yields actually went up a little bit. So everyone actually wants the dollar for some reason. Taliban pledged safe passage of civilians to Kabul airport, White House says. Yeah. See, believe it or not only does this make the Taliban look good, but they probably do want all like the shit lib Afghans to go leave Afghanistan. So it actually saves the hassle of the Taliban. Because they actually because I'm pretty sure at this point the Taliban have realized, these people are idiots. So if we just let them leave, they'll screw up other countries, which weakens those countries, and then nobody will bother us. So the Taliban are actually playing it pretty smart and peaceful. I can easily tell that there's a lot of fucking right-wing CIA bots, like, spamming my replies and shit. They're even going to my fucking video games and like leaving shitty reviews that also just make no sense. Like it's like completely nonsensical words. Like it's like I definitely I think ever since it came out in like Donald Trump movie in 2016, like the fucking CIA has always been on my ass. Luckily they haven't done too much, but it's very annoying. It's very annoying. And I just kind of wish that these fucking platforms like Amazon or Steam or Google Play or whatever, would just delete and ban these stupid assholes. But that's just how it goes. But you know what? It is a good effing day. And we'll finally put the stupid trademark shit to rest, essentially. So yeah, it looks like we'll probably file it next week because he says he wants another week to go through all the evidence because he really wants to actually do a very thorough thing here. So yeah, but it's looking good. It's looking good. Pancake swaps under 22. Yeah, so everything's just pulling back. So I really don't have any insight because I just haven't had any time because I actually just been I've been speed running through my programming course. So, you know, because I really want to get my freaking game out there, right? I will not have a long-term solution to any of these problems until I have my freaking game out. Because then if I have the game out, even if it's shitty, I could just I could first start showing up in the search results. I start occupying space. So if people look for Dragon Flare or Dragonfire Studios, they'll see my thing there and they'll be like, oh, we can't, you know, use that name because the asshole's already there. Okay. I don't know. I just see a bunch of idiots spamming here. I guess they're trying to shill their own shitcoin. So, why do I have Beefy Finance open? Let's close that. Yeah, hash rate's going up. Yeah, so again, it does look like it's just some kind of weird Fitch rating. Yeah, so let's find out what it is before we watch Greg's video. Fitch ratings warns El Salvador's Bitcoin law will pose risk to local insurers. So more FUD. 3 ways Bitcoin bull run different than late 2020. Okay. I'll say KSN altcoin is at hand. Your reestablishes Dogcoin Foundation after 6 years. Right. Light hash rate algorithm. Don't care. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, so aside from the Fitch, let's see if there's any other FUD. Let's look up Bitcoin and see what the mass media is talking about it. Bitcoin entrepreneur is going to rural Texas, and this is 12 hours ago from the Guardian. Karki says he doesn't prefer Dogcoin over Bitcoin, but to say dog doesn't have a place is wrong. Okay. Yeah, so Mark Cuban's actually surprisingly pretty cool. Like, he likes Dogcoin, he accepts it, right? At the Dallas Mavericks and probably wherever else, but he says something, but he doesn't really own $4.94 worth of Dogcoin. But, you know, he doesn't shit on Bitcoin, unlike other people, so that's really good. Bill Miller places a big software ball. Bitcoin will also add coin. Yeah, so Fidelity bites on Bitcoin. Yeah, Fidelity's been very pro crypto for a while. If Bitcoin hits 500 grand, mining it will spew more CO2 than Mexico or Brazil. Okay, so that's one FUD article from Yahoo. What it will take for Bitcoin to reach new highs? This isn't even from Barron's, which is usually pretty bearish. Galaxy Digital falls for US ETF Bitcoin. Okay, that's from CoinDesk. So that technically doesn't really count, but it does show up in the first page of Google results. Nixon Gold Standard Bitcoin Bonanza. And then here's some older articles. Okay, so there's like 2 FUD articles, and the rest are very pro Bitcoin or crypto. Bitcoin energy the mine are probably gold resource cost debate. Yeah. So it's still looking pretty good. So this does look like some kind of just profit-taking weird fear FUD day. Right? Some people are just afraid, but for some reason everyone wants to go in the dollar. So it could be Federal Reserve manipulation. This was posted 20 minutes ago. Jeez, I am very late. Alright, so let's watch this video. Okay. So let's watch this video and then I gotta go because, well, yeah, I want to listen to my music and think about my game more and then play more games and then also just get back to work because the faster I get through this programming course and then start I have to pay under $50 for, actually let me see, is it on sale? I don't think it ever goes on sale because Udemy already has a sale going on, or it's still going on and this thing is not on sale. Unreal Engine multiplayer blueprint. Hopefully it'll show up if I type this. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, I don't want to do it C++ anymore because this is just ridiculous. It's like, it's clearly obvious why Blueprint is just vastly superior to everything else. Quick start from scratch, complete Unreal. Professional games on Unreal Engine X. Unreal Engine 5, complete beginner's course. So this must be one of the first courses using Unreal Engine 5. I'm going to just wait for Game Dev TV to create their own Unreal 5. Okay. Hey, look, there's the Mac 10. That's funny. Yeah, see, everything here is on sale. But the reason why I need this one is because it's Blueprint only and it deals specifically with multiplayer. Also, the guy's from the South. I mean, I mentioned this before, but yeah, he's from the South, so that's kind of interesting. And the good thing is, at the end of the course, he has a characters class station for switching your class. This is actually a really effing good bonus because I think the Battle Royale module I'm going to buy from the Unreal Marketplace does not have this. And I actually want that because I want to add more tactical decisions, such as basically a hero class, right? So you can choose your hero. Or maybe you'll choose your hero and then you enhance it later. I have to like figure it. I have to figure it out because I mean, at first I have to build the game and create a foundation to work from. But I definitely want something that's like, Valorant, where I think each hero you pick has like two powers or a couple powers, and then, or a MOBA like League of Legends or Dota 2, right? Because so in addition to skill tree that everyone has access to, where you put in points and specialize in like SMGs or pistols or assault rifles or heavy weapons like shotguns and miniguns or explosives, and then there's a support tree. Like there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff you can do, and all these systems, game mechanic systems working together, it really adds to like, just build the kind of character you want to build. And this is multiplayer, and it's all in Blueprint, which is also exactly what I'm buying from Unreal. So, in fact, I could have just done nothing and just simply bought this course instead, but which I don't like because I still need to reacclimate myself not only to programming but also to using Unreal Engine. So, yeah. But yeah, it looks like I'll have to shell out $150 because this thing is not on sale. So, okay. Fair enough. I mean, it's that good, so I mean, I gotta pony up the cash, right?
Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory
Oh yeah, what
Manarino.
does this say? Okay.
Just lovely. We have a lot to talk about of
Oops.
divide and conquer.
I was trying to click my
Okay,
game.
everybody, it's me. We have a lot to talk about on this Tuesday, August 17th, 2021. Where to start? Okay, how about the market? So today, after let's see, I don't know how many record highs we had last week, three. This week, yesterday, we had another record high with regard to this market. Okay, so stocks fell under some pressure today, and it never fails. It really does never fail. What am I talking about? Whenever this happens, whenever stocks sell off a little bit like today, after, again, like I just said, like three record highs last week for the Dow and the S&P 500, a record high yesterday for the Dow and the S&P. Today, stocks fall under some pressure, and all of a sudden my email box starts lighting up. Greg, this is it. It's a top. Get out of the market. Where? I must ask, where is this coming from? Who are you listening to out here? Please let me know because I don't get it. Why do people get fearful when the stock market today, as a whole, didn't even sell off 1%? Not even 1% in aggregate. So what are we talking about here, people? In my view,
Yeah, it's just
you
like a
all know
profit.
this.
It's a profit taking
This
day.
market needs an actual correction, and I'm talking about 5, 10, or 15%. We don't get these anymore. It never happens anymore. Every time the market drops several hundred.
Yeah, especially since we just withdrew out of Afghanistan, so Joe Biden's taking a lot of flack. I think the last thing they want is for people to see their retirements get like killed by a correction. And then all that anger and fear is just going to blow back into whoever's in charge right now, which would be the Democrats. So yeah, they're going to prop this shit up, which is fine by us because I just want this crap to go straight up. I'm actually annoyed that crypto is deciding to take its profit taking day today. I was hoping it'll just keep going up, but I mean it is overdue, unfortunately. So we just gotta take the pain. All right. I got my jar of Vaseline. I hope you got yours.
Points within a day or two, it gets bought right back up. So, look, to those of you out here who are really that fearful about the market, if you're in it, get out. Get out of it. Find somewhere else to put your cash to work. You shouldn't be here. That's
All right.
really the truth. What's changed? Really, honestly, what has changed here? Are we expecting?
Oh hey man, haven't seen you in a bit. Yeah, things are actually going pretty well. Well, starting today was going pretty well, so Pretty good mood. Just back to complaining about Bitcoin not going up fast enough as much as I'd like, but things could definitely be a lot worse. And on top of that, I could be living in Afghanistan and, being fearful of the Taliban. So it's kind of weird too, because if it really is true that the Taliban says, according to the White House, that they're going to let people who want to leave at the Kabul airport, and there will be a peaceful, exodus of people, then those idiots that were paranoid and tried to flee on an airplane by taping themselves, they got themselves killed for literally nothing. All they had to do was just wait. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just sometimes you just gotta trust Jesus and just be patient. I've been struggling with that, for recently too, especially with this trademark stuff. But it always works out in the end. So I don't know. Well, I guess they're gone now, so whatever. Those people who fell to their death, that is.
The Federal Reserve, really? Are you expecting the Federal Reserve to taper in September? Well, some people are. And you can even see that reflected in, I think, the dollar today. The dollar put on some strength today. But I think the market is more or less confused. Again, you've got, these Federal Reserve freaks, this group over here saying, we're going to taper sooner than later. And you got these other freaks saying, it's not going to happen for quite a long time. So the market's kind of off balance. That's what this is really designed to do. And I explain this to you all the time. When you got, this faction here in the Fed saying this and another faction in the Fed saying that.
Crypto mining in Afghanistan to abuse the cheap electricity sounds like a good plan. I didn't even think about that. I don't know anything about crypto happenings in Afghanistan, but yeah, if the Taliban want to get in on Bitcoin mining, I'm all for it, man, because the more people that, challenge the tribalistic banking system that we have, the better. And on top of that, the optics does look kind of bad. We're going to invade Afghanistan because they're mining Bitcoin. You have any idea, just how bad that makes America look? In fact, I actually tweeted about it today on my Twitter, right? Let me see. Yeah, this one's really high up there. Okay, well, yeah. I guess it's something like this. But yeah, Taliban came out, even if you don't believe the Taliban, they said we don't hold grudges against everyone. Yeah, this is the tweet. They issued a blanket pardon. They don't want any more enemies, both inside and outside of Afghanistan. They want peace, and they want to also avoid the causes that created the conflict in the first place. That's basically what he said. He repeated that. Yeah. So from what I can tell, I actually think they're actually being sincere, and that all these CIA bots are coming into my shit and spamming no, they're lying and whatever. It's possible, but I don't know. I look at the guy's body language. He's got the usual stern look, but I recognize that look too. It's yeah, I'm in a protracted battle. I get pretty tired. Sure, I'll keep fighting, but it's if I have a reasonable option, I'd rather take that. So, So this guy's talking peace, and then fucking Jack Posobiec probably and a bunch of these con Inc. fake right grifter F words are talking like we gotta re-invade Afghanistan. Who's really the bad guy here, Taliban said it would stop the opium fields. Pretty good news here to stop the flooding of opiates. Yeah, that's actually good. Also, they're actually a strict Muslim theocracy I just call it what it really is, a dictatorship, right? They're a strict Muslim dictatorship. So, and they're actually real Muslims. So I'm pretty sure there's something in there that says you cannot have drugs at all. So those opium fields are, I believe the term is haram, right? It's sacrilegious to Muslims, so they gotta get rid of that crap. Also, they also probably don't want their own citizens high on drugs, because that's also haram and infidel. All right, what is haram Muslim? I'm pretty sure that's the word, right? In Islamic jurisprudence, haram is used to refer to any act that is forbidden by God and is one of the 5 Islamic commandments. uh, that define the morality of human action. Yeah, exactly. It's forbidden. Food and intoxicants. Yeah, opium is a drug, which are intoxicants. So that's also why they can't drink alcohol. And then we also know about all this other stuff. What the hell is shirk? It is considered a sin for Muslims to worship anyone other than God, which is known as shirk. Well, that makes sense. I mean, Christians, Muslims, and Jews all worship the same God. So, I forbid to worship those on whom ye call instead of God. Say, I will not follow your desires, for then should I go astray and should not be of the rightly guided. Oh boy, even the Quran is written in like that really old English that like I can't stand. It's just I gotta learn a second language actually. Okay, don't say Islamofascist. Oh yeah, I did watch Nick's show yesterday, most of it, right? Yeah, he was making fun of Robert Barnes. So like, yeah, his I mean, you can't see it because my camera's off, but you know, he said Nick said that Robert's hands would have to be amputated because the blood circulation is gonna get cut off because of the way Robert's constantly like in that really G word pose. Actually, I should probably just start saying word cringe. Even though I don't actually like using that word, I'm not allowed to say the real word, so I gotta go with cringe. Yeah, in that really cringe pose, right, when he was debating Nick Fuentes. So I thought that was actually a funny image. But yeah. But that's good. They're getting rid of the opium things. Yeah, because that's haram. That's haram in Muslim stuff. Oatmeal is a drug. I've never heard of that. I mean, that's a food, right? Believe it or not, you shouldn't eat it anyway because it's probably got lectins in it because it's considered wheat. So that makes you fatter and you'll probably get cancer eventually. Hot tub arms. Yeah. Oh God! All right. Yeah, I don't like the direction that these images are leading us. So let's move
This is
on.
not by accident either. All right. But you got to know where to look. So if you're looking at the dollar today, okay, we got a significant move higher in the dollar,
Yeah,
but the
that thing
debt
went
market didn't
berserk
do
today.
anything. 10-year yield 1.26 still says to me that any kind of a taper from the Fed is way, way off. And, in the face of just, the last 2 days, round after round of bad economic news, and it doesn't stop. We got even more today I want to talk to you about. The Fed can't stop, nor do they want to. So when people see the market sell off like this, not even 1%, and then all of a sudden you're going into some kind of a panic, you're not, I don't know what you're doing. I really don't. Stop trading, get out of the market, maybe get into suppressed assets like I always talk about all the time, physical gold, silver. You got to understand that, and I understand that, the market doesn't seem to drop anymore. And it gets people in a panic when they see a little red on the screen. It can't always be green, okay? A random walk with an upward drift. I mean, and I'm talking about a screaming uptrend in this market. Okay, so with that out of the way, yes, stocks fell under some pressure today, but not much. 10-year yield didn't do anything. Dollar got stronger today. Gold and silver fell under a little pressure. Crude oil under a little pressure. And cryptocurrencies are under a little pressure too. We've had one incredible rebound off the low with regard to cryptos. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I do believe it's a high probability that we're going to see a little pressure on cryptos here, which would be fantastic.
Ugh,
Fantastic in my view.
I don't
You get
want
a
to hear
big run
that.
up, you drop to a new floor, and you go higher. That's the way it's going to go with cryptos. Again, the
Yeah,
market
I still say the same thing. Up a lot, down a lot, but not as much. Then you go higher than before, and then you pull back again a lot too. But hopefully it's higher highs and lower lows. Unfortunately, crypto basically went straight up, so we are actually supposed to be due for a pullback, which would really freaking suck, and I don't like that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
is in a state of confusion right now. It seems that way,
The
at
market's
least
always confused,
gauging from
though.
the dollar today and the 10-year yield. Okay, the
Very
market
frustrating.
is a language. All right, if you know what to look at and why you're looking at it, the market will actually talk to you. and you'll get a really good idea as to what's happening. You understand? So today's little drop here in the stock market, although it did seem to rattle some of you, which I can't even possibly believe, after record high, record high, record high, record high for weeks and weeks and weeks and months and months and months. And today the market sells off a little bit, and some of you are like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? You got to be kidding me, really, right? No. Anyway, so let's talk further about some lovely economic news that we got more. First of all, let's talk about this. So we keep hearing about this Delta thing. I don't want to say it because it's going to happen, but this Delta thing going around is being used again on pretty much all the mainstream media outlets as the scapegoat for rising prices. Again, they're not pointing their finger at the Federal Reserve. It's an incredible thing. The Fed is sitting here literally and deliberately running an inflation creation machine.
Oh, yeah.
They're, again, issuing debt through this door, buying it back through this door. Issuing debt through this door, buying it back through this. This is massively inflationary, and it is going constantly around the clock. You understand? But the narrative, at least today, well, it's been going on for quite a while, but especially today, was, it's the Delta. It's this Delta thing. It's the Delta thing. It's causing prices to rise. But again, there's no finger pointing at the Fed running the inflation creation machine. It's unbelievable to me. All right, so there's one. Prices continue to rise at an astounding pace. Now, home builder sentiment nosedived because, again, affordability for the average person, well, they can't afford to buy a home. We're turning into a nation of renters here. What else would you expect with this thing that's going on around us? And rent, speaking about rent, we found this out today, that rent prices are skyrocketing at their fastest pace on record. How's that? Or how about this one? You're starting to see...
This is interesting. The Federal Reserve balance sheet actually was going up in 2017. And then towards the end of the year, towards the end of 2017, it started going down a little bit. And then went down all the way until 2019. And that's actually just when Bitcoin basically stopped going down so much. That's actually really interesting. I wonder if there's a correlation between the federal balance sheet and crypto prices. Huh. Because we definitely know the markets are going up. Look at this. This thing's going straight up. And the Fed said they're going to keep buying.
See this. No shot, no service. More and more businesses. I tell you, people, not even your own body is yours anymore. You cannot decide what you want to do with it. They decide what happens to your own body. It's unfreaking believable.
Such bullshit.
Anyway, so that's really the story here. In my view, people, and you know this already, again, it doesn't stop with regard to bad economic news. And that alone is the catalyst for the market, because it realizes the Fed's going to keep moving goalposts. I do, at least. I know there's some confusion, and some of you really do believe, and I hear from you all the time. My emails or in comments that the Fed is going to taper sooner than later, but it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen because it's really not about, the economy here. It's really about the Fed acquiring assets, central banks around the world acquiring assets, issuing more debt. The debt-based economic model is a hideous thing. That's what we have. We do not have a wealth-based system. It's 100% debt-based. And who benefits from the debt-based economic model? The central banks around the world. Period. That's how they keep control by issuing.
I tweeted about this before, but I'm going to tweet it again. This is an actual asset balance sheet of the Federal Reserve. And you also happen to be the Federal Reserve, so you have control of the money. So if you have $8.257 trillion worth of stuff, well, how do you make money? Well, you obviously want the value of this to go up. Well, how do you make it go up? You create inflation. Are you beginning to actually see how the scam actually works? So we get rich off of the back of basically the Federal Reserve hyper pumping everything. I just kind of wish they would just come out and say, hey, we're also buying cryptocurrencies. And then, we could see Bitcoin go from, what, a little under 45K to like, $12 million. Then we're all going to be multi-billionaires. It's going to be great.
Debt. You understand? And they will never, ever, ever give up that control. Forget about it. Once this system was established and adopted, well, that's when they had the world by the throat. A boot on your throat, stranglehold around your neck. I don't know another way to put this. So it's really not about the economy. Again, they can shut down the economy, and they did. The stock market will still go higher. It looks like we're marching into something, people. I'm telling you. I still got this very uneasy feeling that I spoke about the other day. And it looks like a lot of you feel the same way. Look, we know that it's just wrong. Everything around us, there's just something going on here that is just not right. And the mechanism of divide and conquer via any mechanism, I told you, they're going to come up with things you can't believe. Now they're using the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated as a mode of divide and conquer here. And there's going to be more. Again, people can't think for themselves. There's no free thought is not allowed. Free action is not allowed. Free movement, obviously, not allowed anymore.
Yeah.
This is the new
interstate
world war.
checkpoints.
This is something they've been working towards for many, many years. Our freedoms and liberties being taken away from us. And people are willing to do it. They just, they've been made fearful and afraid that, again, once people are made to fear something, one thing, you can control their minds. And that's exactly what's going on here. It's pretty freaking epic. All right, people, look, so that's the story today with this market, with assets around it. Possibly a pullback coming here with cryptocurrency.
I got to refill on these protein
I think
bars.
it'd be fantastic. It'd be a great opportunity to buy some more, in my view. The debt's not going to stop hyperinflating. Gold and silver, of course. Let them play their games. We're going to play ours. With the market, nothing happened today. And I really hope those of you that are panicking and writing to me will...
Yeah, so you said nothing happened. We're actually going to be keeping track of this. Oh, I'm definitely going to be keeping track of this. But, well, that's unfortunate that Bitcoin's going to basically... I mean, it does look like it's in its pullback phase now, so let's just see how bad it is. Hopefully not too bad. Ideally, it'll just keep going up after today's dip, but... we'll see what happens later this week, including tomorrow and tonight. But, yeah, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Got a little bit of protein bar stuck in my teeth. But, for the most part, it's kind of weird that PancakeSwap, after removing APRs from a bunch of coin pools or what is it, farms, they're now increasing it on one other farm. It's like, this is like, what the hell, man? Yeah, like, they definitely want an alternative to PancakeSwap, but right now we don't really have a good alternative, unless you want to go on Ethereum and then pay their outrageous fees, gas fees. But yeah. Is this Axis Infinity? Well, the APR is pretty shit on it anyway. But for the time being, I'm in Chesscoin. Just reiterate from yesterday, I'm in Moonpots, which is POTS. Both are doing very well. And in every way. Hotbit token surprisingly didn't go down that much, despite getting eviscerated on the APR. So that's good. So that's a good sign. Looks like AmpL is still here too. And I'm experimenting with a coin called BSC Pad. Where is it? Because I had to kind of pick from a bunch of these other coins. So, but the problem is BSC doesn't look like it goes up when things go up. But the problem is we're in the middle of a pullback. So it's not very fair to a crypto that we're just testing out to penalize it for that. Because if everything's going down, then of course BSC Pad's going to go down too. It's if everything goes up, does BSC Pad go down? I saw an indication of that yesterday, but now that we're in this pullback and everything's going down, well, maybe it's because people are, you know, whatever. I locked my crypto for a month to gain interest. Now hearing news of a pullback feels bad, man. That's how it always happens, man. Because I sold some deep in the money puts on Ledger X, right? So basically, that basically means that the put already is going to get exercised, but I collected a lot in premium. So I can make more profit as long as Bitcoin goes up to $48,000 and above. Clearly, that's not happening, right? But I have until this coming Friday and the following Friday after that. So yeah, but that's just how it goes. I was gonna ask about Audius. It went berserk this week. Audius sounds like a very promising project. That's also the coin that, what was his name? Kano? Not Kano. That's the Mortal Kombat guy. Kane. It's the guy that does Greg's videos on Saturdays, the crypto kid, right? Yeah, he's very much pro Audius. I think his NFT is on Audius or something. I just don't understand it because I kind of barely understand music. But yeah, definitely a good project, Audius. Keon, that's it. I knew it was a K, and it had an N in it. Kano. That's so funny. I couldn't remember his name, so I blurted out Kano from Mortal Kombat. Oh man. And Cryptos R Us also said good things about Audius the few times he mentioned Audius. So yeah, it's a very good project. I just don't understand it. But I mean, they've got to be listed on yeah, Audius. Well, they are a top 100 coin. They're worth $3.19. So you said it went Rippy mode this week. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty nice. $1.06, then 380, then a pullback. Yeah, this looks like a screaming buy. Not only does it shoot up to all-time new highs, but it does a 33% pullback and then a clear indicator that's going back upwards. This is a really good buy. Damn, I wish I had more money. I mean, there's just too many good projects out there, man. But yeah, if you have spare cash or you want to decide on something, yeah, you can get it off a Hotbit. That's perfect. Like if I wanted some Audius, I can go get it from Hotbit. It requires Bitcoin. No, that's fine. Yeah, not a bad coin. What blockchain is this on? Oh man, it's on stupid Ethereum. So many good projects are on the stupid Ethereum network, which means you have to pay the gas fees. Johnson, you ever made fried rice before? You know, ironically enough, the answer is no. My mom's made it for me, but it's really not that good. Like, you have to add a lot of crap on it if you want to get like the fast food Chinese restaurant style fried rice. That stuff is good, but that's because they add a lot of crap into it. But it's the crap that makes it taste good. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's like really good fried rice recipes on Google, though, if you really are that interested. But me, I don't really cook. Plus, if I could cook, I would actually prefer something not Chinese because my whole life, when I was living with my mom and dad, for like basically the first, I want to say about 32 or 30 years of my life, that's all we would eat, bland Chinese food. I'm so sick and tired of eating it, man. When I did want to eat Chinese food, I would go to the Americanized fast food Chinese restaurants, which really are not Chinese food. It's American fast food, but they just call it Chinese food. You know? I mean, I guess maybe they also include chopsticks, which I do use, but you could just as easily eat it with a fork. It's actually better to eat it with a fork. So, that's how it goes. Great. Now I'm really freaking hungry, but I don't want to go to like Burger King or whatever because I don't want to pay them $9 for 2 Whoppers, man. But I don't know. Maybe I'll cave. I mean, today is a good day for me to celebrate, especially because basically I have been practically begging Jesus to help me with this trademark crap, and basically prayers have generally been answered. I mean, technically we haven't answered it yet because we have to file the opposition, but obviously, it's a legal process. So, you file the thing, then you have to have arguments, you have to have evidence and proof. The real crap. It's not easy like the Taliban, right, where they just roll in on their pickup trucks and Browning M2s that they stole from the American forces, right? And then just go, Sharia law, Sharia law. No, that haram, we cut your head off. Sharia law, Sharia law, It's not as simple as that. But on the other hand, it's also not as bloody, so maybe I could afford myself just this one luxury, Yeah, I think I'll do that actually. I'll just get some Burger King. Or maybe I'll get chicken nuggets. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there. Alright, I don't see any other questions, so alright, yeah, so the markets, I don't know what's wrong with the markets. I mean, they're just being retarded. There's literally no reason for it to pull back. So my only conclusion is profit taking day. That's literally it. Crypto is definitely having profits taken, but hopefully it's not too bad. But let's see what happens, because this is actually the most profit taking I've seen since the Super Bowl run up. And yeah, the 24-hour volume is 120.4 billion. I really want to get this crap that's stuck on my teeth out of my teeth. But I can't because obviously I'm talking for the stream. Let me see. Bitcoin USD. Okay, Binance. Alright, this is what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, we are definitely due. Oh my god, we are totally due for a pullback. Can I zoom in on? Yeah. Alright, so here's our bottom, then straight up, 10 days, 4 days, pullback, 1, 2, yeah, I said it was 7, right? Let's check to make sure. 7 days of gains, 1 day of a slight pullback, 3 days of gains, plus a plus candle. Yeah, this definitely looks like some kind of pullback. Oh, man. So I think, like Craig said, there's probably going to be some pressure the next... Crypto's going to come under pressure. So before I go, let me see if I can kind of make a prediction here. According to this, Bitcoin dropped as low as 44,624. What's the actual price of Bitcoin right now? We gotta wait for CoinMarketCap to actually update the price. We gotta give it a little bit. Now that I'm doing multiplayer coding for Unreal Engine, I actually understand why there's a lag. And it's because it takes time for the server to process everything and then send the data packets back to you. And then some other crazy shit that goes on behind the server. But rest assured, the server is working the calculations. 44,821. Alright, so this is looking like a pretty good sign. It's actually bouncing off of whatever. Where's the great thing? Yeah, this is a pretty large pullback, though. Huh. Let me see. Up, 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 up. Flat. Yeah, the thing is, if we take the other info... The real problem is this candle right here. You see this small green plus? Right after it started weakening as it tries to reach the top. Well, again, I don't like usually invoking technical analysis, but when I see stuff like this is a pretty good indicator that, we might have another, basically this next candle, which would be tomorrow or whenever this new candle starts. Yeah, I mean, we might have a pull. God, I really don't want to pull back. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at these RSI lines too. It's like way up there. The problem is this thing changed, so I don't know. It's not as bad as before, but yeah, this thing is due for a pullback. Oh, what about my stupid puts? I sold puts. So maybe we'll get lucky and Bitcoin will pull back to 43,210, and then that'll be it. I don't know. How many days do we really need, though? Let me see. 1 day, 2 days. So we do 2 days. That means Bitcoin can start going back up on Friday. Well, that's not helpful to me because of the stupid puts. Alright, well, I only sold one put, but whatever. Jason Alchan, right. I don't know what Alchan is. Oh, I think you mean the Taliban stuff. Johnson, you ever? No, I read that already. The Taliban won. Oh no, the Taliban won. You should celebrate. Yeah. What would be? Yeah. What would be my Islamic name? Right. I would be. See, the thing is, I don't want to change my name. So what would be my honorific? I would be Sheikh Johnson Al Ming Chan. Yeah, I like that. I like that Muslim name better. I'll be Sheikh Johnson Al Ming Chan. Yeah, because Al Chan sounds a little odd, I think. But Al Ming, definitely, because it's like Alm Ming. So, like, that sounds better. Al Ming Chan. That would be funny. You see me. Well, I don't wear glasses anymore, so you see me in like a white turban with some like Muslim robe, and then like I probably oh yeah, I have facial hair, so I have like ungodly amounts of facial hair, and then I'll just be like saying stuff on behalf of the Taliban. I'd be like, yeah, yes, we beheaded those poor women, but they violated our most sacred Islamic laws, and Afghanistan is our country, so we can do what we want, or something like that. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be a good spokesperson because I'd be too much of a blunt asshole. Sheik of the Far East. Yeah, exactly. I'd be Sheik of the Far East. I don't know. I don't think China would like that though, because they're putting all the Muslims in the concentration camps of some sort. So they probably wouldn't like that. Try to get an embassy position. No, I think I'll pass. I really don't like sand, just like Anakin Skywalker. So, also, I'm a coastal guy, and I actually now understand why I'm a coastal guy because my ancestors lived in Fuzhou, China, which is actually a coastal province in China, specifically southeast China, but very far away from Japan. It's actually much closer to Australia, funny enough. So that's probably why I have an affinity for like navies and like water, or specifically the ocean. A lake or river wouldn't do it for me. I gotta be by the ocean. I don't know. I just feel like it's where I belong. I wouldn't want to live on a ship though, even though I could probably tolerate it. I very much like enjoying living on a coastal city. So, that's why I've chosen Tampa, right? Otherwise, it would be Miami. The problem is Miami is basically New York City, and except everyone plays loud Spanish music all the time. It's a party city. I absolutely do not want that. Okay, I need my peace and quiet. All right, especially if I'm going to do recordings for my video game. I can't tell you how many times where I was trying to record audio for Seditionist Tower Defense, and my upstairs neighbor was blasting the stupid music so loud that my microphone down here was actually picking up the background music from above me, completely screwing up the take. That's what we call it in filmmaking, right? A take, right? Take one, take two, like, and then they close that little thing, that timer thing. And the reason why they do that is so you can identify which clip it belongs to what. So maybe take one sucks, but take two actually has the correct audio and camera angles and all that stuff. The problem is everything looks almost the same, right? Because us actors, we keep doing the same thing over and over again. So you need a way to differentiate the bad takes from the good takes. This is stuff that I all learned both on as background actor and when I was making my Trump movie, Underdogs, that I put on Amazon. So again, it's just like it's so frustrating. Like, but that's how it goes. Yeah. All right, so I am going to celebrate the. Well, I want to be careful because I don't want my video to get banned on YouTube if I hasn't already. I'm going to celebrate the humiliation of the American regime in Afghanistan and the peace that is supposedly, apparently, returning to Afghanistan. And the Taliban did say they're going to let the civilians leave if that's what they want to do, so that's good. And the U.S. Marines are still deployed at Kabul International Airport, so if they're not firing on each other, we would have heard of that by now. Yeah, it's a cause for celebration. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna spend $9, which should be $6, and 54 cents and buy 2 Whoppers. That now costs way more, 33% more than before. Because good old American regime and the Federal Reserve hyper ballooning inflation, and now we're all gonna pay a lot more freaking money for everything. Hey, I caught you live. Oh, hey. I'll just say your first name. So, hey, Ryan. Unfortunately, you caught me live right as I'm about to end the stream, so you're gonna have to watch the replay, which is too bad too, because we had some nice banter towards the end of this stream. But I guess if you're really in a hurry, yeah, it's just today was a market pullback everywhere, including crypto. So we'll just have to see how long this pullback will last, especially Bitcoin, because where is it? Especially because these technical signals, which I don't normally like to talk about, but I do. I mean, just look at how many green candles there are compared to red candles. Plus these previous 3 candles. This is a clear indication that buying pressure is exhausting. And the RSI is basically at the maximum for both these colored lines. I don't actually know what these colored lines mean. I just know that they both basically correlate with each other. So when they're both, at whatever position, then that's when you have to take action. In this case, it's overbought. So, according to this, looks like 43,200 would be the pullback target. Which sucks. No problem. Haha. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you understand. So, yeah, definitely enjoy. Oh, yeah, I hope you caught Nick's show last night. That was actually a blast. I unfortunately missed the first, 10, 20 minutes, but yeah, again, my camera's off, but like Nick did, I have a toast to the humiliation of the American regime in Afghanistan. I'll do another one. Just for you. Because I want to avoid saying certain things and I don't get banned on YouTube if this channel's not already flagged. Alright, so enjoy the rest of your day or night, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow, and I am in very good spirits, right? The Afghanistan situation has come to a satisfying conclusion for now, and so is the trademarks, also for now. So I can't really ask for much more. Jesus really does deliver. Trump will be on Hannity tonight. I missed Nick last night. Oh, okay. Well, you can watch the replay for Nick, and I'm not interested in hearing what Trump has to say, because he's a liability at this point. I mean, Nick said the same thing too, but whatever. Trump's just, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with the guy, but whatever. We're gonna have to move on without him. So, all right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow after the markets close, and let's hope that crypto, gets whatever it needs to do over with and then goes up, or if it does go down, it just gets over it quickly. You really need those dollar bills.